Greetings, fellow researchers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Death of the Isle. Episode 19, Research Advancements. We're going to continue smoothing the portal room, which is pretty straightforward, and we've been trying to convert these two prisoners, Dean and Olsen. They are the most recent, I guess they're the most recent captures. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Bowen here. We can, every 20 days, just attempt for a masterful conversion ritual. But given that he is missing organs and a leg, and doesn't seem to be convertible in the traditional sense or fashion or method, one of those situations where I'm just not sure how that will shake out. I don't know when all of these animals came into my farm area, but most assuredly they are eating things they should not. So Crimson is gonna have to kill a lot of things. Take his heart. Well, we did pull once. Whether or not I just take his heart like that, I feel like the music's extra loud today, or maybe I'm extra soft. And that poll was voted down, but that might not stay true forever. We could always re-poll for that. So we are in the midst of a cold snap, and I suppose in order to speed up production, maybe it makes sense to set up some sort of heater, perhaps. Crimson, you're trying to overkill them, my friend. Oh, and now you're sitting... Oh, well, that's a boom rat. That's fine. You can kill boom rats. I almost want to call them womp rats. Take your big old sniper bow and kill the womp rats. I don't think that a singular granite hearth is going to be enough heat to heat up this room, especially given that all the doors are open. I'll build two, but even two might not make much of a difference. But it would be nice to have a specific room that is decent for heat. The other thing I could do is to start doing heat equalizing vents. I don't think the goblins much care. Those are roofed, right? But I guess I could put heat vents in there anyway. It's going to use up a bit of our steel, but we did just kill a whole lot of people up here that I think are covered in steel. So sooner or later, we will haul that steel down and smelt it. Breakfire, thank you for the resub too. A mighty privateering captain. God, where are these animals coming from? They're coming out of the woodwork. I don't know. Cheers. So, I'm going to have you all vote on the next project. Oop, that's not right. Okay. That's not where it should be. This way. There it is. So, continue crafting better weapons and armor. That's one thing that we were doing before. We can also work to scribing scrolls for cantrips and the like. We could improve our defenses with this sort of deep water setup. We can create might and magic gems in order to train Silden, Guero, and others, potentially Nadine and Olsen, to become might or magic users, which could be... Oops. I don't think I want to set my minion free. That would just be weird. I feel like this minion also is missing a lifetime timer. Look, it doesn't have a yellow bar, but this one does. Is this one, like, immortal? Did I cast an immortal minion to serve as my peppermint butler for time? For all time? And very few of you know what I'm talking about. But those that do probably appreciated that reference, because it's fitting for this series, I feel like. So we're hauling... You know, I probably only want smeltables. Is that a... Oh yeah, that is a smeltable. The amber necklaces are technically smeltable. So at some point, once we have the materials, we can put a portal room in here. And that will allow us to do some trade or teleporting to quest locations. A little reminder about the rule. We can't attack enemy settlements without a necromancer or a lich, but we can do other quests. The reason why I haven't up until now is that I haven't exactly had the defense force. I haven't had a combat-capable defense force able to repel invaders if I deployed my people to, you know. So here, I think what I'm going to do is just no interact. There's really not much of a point in talking to Bowen. Talking to Bowen is a waste of our time, and I'm just going to feed him, and that's it. We can try the conversion rituals, but I'm not going to hold my breath about that either. Oh, the Form of Shadow. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Form of Shadow was just the other art piece going into our lovely crypt. So what I'm doing is we had a lot of bone, so I am replacing the slate one we have with bone. As, I don't know, Bone Shrine sounds a lot more metal to me. These wildlife are getting ridiculous. Hey, Thomas. And Turnip. Do a little target practice, my friends. Have we been on the off the map? No, we haven't. So yeah, these hearths made very little difference. I figured as much, given the open doors and all that. So the bedrooms are actually pretty warm. Maybe getting a little too warm. Right as the cold snap ends, of course. So soon it will be growing season again. I hadn't allowed sowing, but I guess we can allow sowing now. And I'm gonna have Crimson do it too, now that he has 2 arms. But that will pull him off of hunting tasks. Quest for the Necromancers, it's moving. Medical emergency, who's that? Oh, are you? Ooh. Oh, you're fine. Immunity's 97. Disease is 79. That's not an issue. So in terms of converting these guys, Olsen is just about ready to convert. And then Nadine is about 2/3. Or 1/3, I should say. And alchemy is done. So that means that if I made an advanced research bench, we would be able to research the mining. I think it needs to be made out of bone. And you guys voted that I create might and magic insight gems for slaves or prisoners. Got it. So, what prisoner or slave becomes might or magic first? Guero, Solden. And then we have Olsen. I'm going to call them just Olsen and Nadine, even though at some point they're going to have to get raffled off. So I will cover your choices here. Nadine here, if you are wondering, is tough. Just tough. Olsen is an abrasive undergrounder. Solden is a masochistic great memory, teetotaling, psychopath, abrasive, and annoying voice. Man. What a combo. Who's also missing a shoulder, a leg, and got cuts to the torso. And then Guero's missing this finger. And is a xenophilic, annoying voice, body purist, tortured artist. So that's the dealio. Oh, wow, that finished really quickly. Turnip, what is insulted and wet? Oh, boo-hoo. What happened to my plant sowing? I told my plant sowers to sow. Just other tasks. Which one is tough? Nadine. Nadine is tough. So a lot more stuff to smelt down, which is good because we're out of steel at the moment. We got leathers processing. Tons of random little... Oh, these all are tainted. This should not allow tainted. Fix that. Oh, Silden, by the way, thank you for the resub. And Iolobot. And Fat European for the sub. And Vitisum for bits. Man, I am not paying attention. Cheers. There he goes. I'm just setting up some Earth Sprite zones to expand the Lumbus field. Oh, well, there we go. Olsen is now converted. You are going to be enslaved. Just a reminder, only people that have might or magic traits can be full-fledged members. So someone like Nadine, if you guys just voted, someone like Nadine is going to need to be enslaved first, given the ability to do might or magic, and then subsequently recruited. Them's the rules, them's the deal. So the current priority right now is convert prisoners and add might or magic. May I assume that Nadine is headed towards the might tree? What talent, what trait should Nadine get? Might or magic? So I need more. I might just do one research bench for now, rather than the two. What is might? Might would be physical skills like blade dancing, or death knight, or archer, like Crimson and Shield. They have might skills. As you can see over here, it says might. Magic would be like Thomas, who is a geomancer, or Tal, who is a summoner. So it's the difference between might and magic. Alright, we need a research project now that it's made, so let's get mining. There's boomlopes in here. Oh, Nadine is fully healed. Aw, little boomlope wants to fight. We're going to go with a might gem. Or gem of physical insight. Now here's the thing. I need to go... I need to make sure that we don't... So the RimWorld of Magic mod has gems and things as clothing. And often what ends up happening is like they could be in destruction bills. And it's bad. Bad news bears. You don't want to like accidentally destroy your stuff. So smelting weapons. Let's double check these. So these are Gondorian weapons. Okay, I can actually get rid of smelt weapons. At some point I might want to set up a destroy weapon. Or expand these smelt weapons. Because there's like an elf saber here that could get smelted and blades and whatnot. So we'll have to expand that. These Gondorian shields are made of arcalium, which I don't think is a... That's a textile. Sort of. No, it's like a magical... Essentially, it's unsmeltable as far as I can tell. Because I set up a, like, smelt... I think it counts as a weapon. Yeah, I believe it counts as a weapon. And if I say just smelt shields, there's no valid weapon to smelt from. So these two shields are unsmeltable. And because I don't want them, I'm just going to put them in the water. So the other thing I wanted to do is to go through this smelt apparel. Because there's a lot of stuff in here that, like, really shouldn't be. So right now it says only tainted apparel, which is, useful. But somewhere in this, like, tree here, there is probably an utility. No. This is weird. Oh, because it's non-smeltable. So if we do destroy apparel, this is what I meant to say. If you look at Destroy Apparel, it's going to have a lot of stuff that you wouldn't consider apparel in here. Like the Orb of the Eternal. So like all magic equipment, like magical artifacts, like the gem of physical insight, counts as apparel, even though it's really used more like a skill trainer or something like that. And as a result, you have to be really careful with this destroy apparel queue, because you can very easily destroy things that really ought not to be. Do you have any cool ceremonies? Public execution is all we have. So all that means is that I have to be careful with gem crafting. So I'm going to do a physical insight gem. We do have a whole lot of unrefined magicite, like way more than I thought we would at this point. So it's going to be relatively easy to create these gems and to allow our prisoners, specifically our slaves, to join our ranks. And if you're wondering, can you make a magic one later? Yes, we will at some point make magic ones, I'm sure. So the other thing that might be nice in the magical arcanum area is to put magical items on these shelves. So these here, let's set up a storage here. So on these shelves, we will say all magical items minus the mana potions. And magicite, because magicite goes elsewhere. Scrolls are fine, skill books are fine, and this will be important. Copy, paste. Oh, actually, let's just link them all. Even easier. So then we have somewhat of a library of magical things. Or a collection, archive, I don't know. What was tattered apparel? Solden. Your tattered apparel is a slave collar. Yeah, the reason I'm not keeping it in main storage also is like they're magical items. Maybe they don't belong in main storage for that reason. So these shields did get hauled out. Good. Part of me just wants to like add like some sort of summon explosive and blow them up. And then where did that gem go? Don't tell me that we like crafted and smelted it, because it should be on this shelf. But honestly, I don't see it. The case in point of things disappear sometimes. Would a Rieger item heal a scar? That's something that only druids can make. So, no. Because we're not druids and we will never have druids. That's why we used the Orb of the Eternal, which was a huge part of it's on the apparel shelf. Of course it is. Because, yeah, we have to go... I was just explaining how the game thinks it's apparel sometimes. Actually, is it though? Yeah, but why? It's, Oh, magical artifacts. Oh my god, game. So I was looking at, where is magical artifacts in here? I'm sorry, but the UI UX of this mod is frustratingly ridiculous. So magical artifacts is separate from apparel. Got it. Got it. All right, so copy, paste. God, what a headache. No, it doesn't go there. Okay, so the problem is there was a whole different magical artifacts And, you know, I'm going to put magical peril in here as well. I just need to make sure not to allow tainted and to make sure that it's non-tattered. Because I wouldn't mind having all of the magical stuff sort of sorted out. So, there we go. So, we have that gem, and we gotta wait for Nadine. Wow, she's gonna inherit, like, a lot of nice gear when she, joins. Waiting for Nadine to convert. Should I convert another slave or prisoner? Yes or no? And then if yes, you get to pick who and what type. So, I think at the moment, there is not a single weapon in the base that I care about that is smeltable. Like, the only nice one might be this elephant bow, and it's non-smeltable, so it doesn't really matter if we smelt it or not. I mean, if we allow all weapons to be smeltable. Just remind me that, like, I have enabled that, and I'll need to disable that at some point. We might even want, like, another furnace to double up our throughput. Reminding me that I have all weapons to be smelted. Yeah. I don't want to forget that. So we're about a quarter of the way into having mining shafts. And Olsen ought to be joining pretty, or enslaved, I should say, pretty soon. The other thing I might want is a specific shelf just for, like, slave items. So I'm going to put a slave collar, slave body strap, and tribal wear here. I might move this shelf, but that will allow me at quick glance to tell, oh, you are smelting the elephant bow. I didn't know. Okay. Well, don't do that. Everything else can go through, but not the elephant bow, please and thank you. I'm also just adding some paving around. Ooh, that is a lot of travelers. More than I've normally seen. Oh, God, another Arcalium Gondorian shield. And there's still steel stuff out here, which is absurd. How much steel there was with those recent attackers. Seems like I need another ingot shelf as well. So you guys want to convert another slave prisoner. Who to add a gem? X-Gamer and JojaKim, thank you for the resubs. Cheers to you both. Pause, because I want... Oh, just a fencing sword. I kind of like the aesthetics of the tools right above the smelter. So, copy and chain link paste. Copy. I should have just copied it from the bills at the top. Oh well. Lorix, thank you for the resub too. Alright. Olsen is officially enslaved. Which means... I don't actually have a bedroom for Olsen. I could build a few more, like, slave bedrooms here, I guess. Or goblin bedrooms, because goblins and orcs like Spartan accommodations. But I'm going to move Olsen down here. And then zoning to avoid nice dining. Work. Construct, mine, haul, clean, craft. Alright, and then, of course, a giveaway. For our most recent enslaved person. Who has a citrine necklace, that's weird. Remind me when? Remind me... Don't worry about it. We're just about done with all of the weapon smelting. And, once we're done getting rid of all the weapons that are laying around, I'll just change the queue. Oh, Olsen. Yeah, you're in slave. So take that armor off. Oh, and sleep it on the ground. But sleeping on the ground is fine. So this slave needs tribal wear. Also, a new color. Why aren't you wearing tribal wear? Wow, there's like nameplate just laying here? Dang. That is super high armor. One of the enemies came in with. Alright, I think all of the weapons that I wanted to get rid of are gone. So, smelt weapon, clear all, and suspend. Everything left is armor. Oh, bunch of my minions got the flu. Hey, you know what's funny about that? I'll just despawn them. There. Now they don't have the flu. I just sent them back to hell? I'm not even sure where they go. Tolkien hell. Hell. You are a busy guy. Oh, here you are. You're making body straps and tribal alike. How is that even possible? They're animals, technically. So you want Guero to get the next gem. What gem to give Guero? Might magic. Pretty straightforward. Taking a look, there is a convert here, which will speed up Nadine's conversion from using it. So we're down to 32%. Going quick. And given how many slaves we do take on, I might as well just get another get another room ready. Ooh, more ambrosia. Crimson. Cheers. How many limbs has the unbreakable prisoner? 3 limbs, but also missing 2 organs. There was a question on YouTube about whether or not the extracting class essence would work. And the answer is no. And it's because the extract essence item requires the person to use it. You can't administrate it to a prisoner. So, with my given rule set, it wouldn't work. So you want Guero to become magical. Interesting. I like it. I'll leave 1 more minute on that. And the poll, or rather the raffle for Olsen, is up in a second. So besides tribal wear, which should be allowed, right? No, it isn't. Okay, well, that's my problem. I was like, why aren't they wearing it? But, okay. Might. I'll just call it now. I mean, magic, rather. You guys voted magic. Nabla. Welcome to our slave colony. I guess. Let's go ahead and make a gem of arcane insight. So this is what I mean, is like if you take a prisoner here, there's no administrate arcane insight, administrate, you know, magical or whatever insight. Oh, a ruin controlled by the coastal haven of the elves. I think once we get a few more recruits, I can start to consider those ruins. I probably, given how dangerous it is to try to solo a ruin, because if you get knocked down, you are kidnapped or dead, at least sending a duo would be ideal. But if I sent a duo, we would be down to like 3 people guarding the base, which is not good. So hopefully we can expand our military presence here at home and allow us to actually go to those types of ruins. Would the orcs be happier with a barracks? I don't think so, because of the disturbed sleep penalties wouldn't outweigh the fact that they like terrible accommodations. You feel like Crimson could defend himself? The thing is, the ruins are close quarter combat. There's no range. Oh, defend the colony by himself. While maybe I agree, imagine Sildon Guero Nabla having a grand slave rebellion. Crimson would just end up killing them all. It would not be in our best interest to leave someone who has no ability to quell a slave rebellion as the only person at home. Or we might cut our population by half or a third overnight. Which is not something we necessarily want to do. Alright, so all the Gondorian Lazy Night stuff has been recovered now. Yeah, it's also very hard to solo elemental portals. Exactly. A lot of running and kiting, and the thing is, he's not good at running. So, he's just, with the peg leg, he's just faster than the standard pawn. So he'd be run down pretty quick, I think. very much what case of like, while it sounds good, it will likely result in like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And that's something I try at every turn to avoid. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Death of the Isle, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 18th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow followers of Sauron.